Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Parkinson's disease is a neurodegenerative movement disorder, meaning it's a disease where neurons slowly die over time. And the main thing that is affected is movement. The key problem in Parkinson's disease is the loss of dopaminergic neurons, neurons that produce dopamine, especially in a region of the brain called the substantia nigra pars compacta. Now, why is dopamine important? Dopamine is critical for smooth, controlled, voluntary movement. Another classic feature is depigmentation of the substantia nigra. Normally, this area looks dark because dopamine-producing neurons contain melanin. When those neurons die, the dark color fades, and that's something we can actually see in pathology or gross brain sections. On the left, you see a normal midbrain. Notice how the substantia nigra looks dark. That darkness comes from healthy dopamine-producing neurons. On the right, this is a brain from a patient with Parkinson's disease. Look carefully, the dark pigmentation is gone. This is what we mean by depigmentation of the substantia nigra. Now let's talk about the classic motor symptoms of Parkinson's disease, summarized by the mnemonic TRAP. T stands for tremor. This is the famous pill-rolling tremor, and the key detail is that it happens at rest. When the patient starts moving, the tremor usually improves. That's very important for exams. R stands for rigidity. Patients feel stiffy, and when you move their limbs, you may feel some kind of rigidity. This rigidity contributes to a decreased range of motion and discomfort. A stands for akinesia or bradykinesia. This is actually the core problem in Parkinson's disease. Patients have difficulty starting movements and their movements are slow. P stands for postural instability. Patients have impaired balance and a tendency to fall, especially in later stages of the disease.
Let's see you walk a little bit for me. Okay. Just just turn around and walk towards me. Okay, turn around. Okay, turn quickly. And turn quick. And quick turn. Good. Okay. Okay, that's good. Just walk back a little bit. Back, walk towards the dot there.
Same way.
Just normally, just walk normally. Turn. And come back. And turn. Good.
Okay, so what I hope you were able to gather from that video is a few really important clinical clues. The first thing I want you to notice is the patient's posture. Parkinson patients often have a stooped forward flexed posture. Now, the second major feature is the Parkinsonian gait. These patients have difficulty initiating movements, so starting to walk is slow and effortful. But once they actually get going, something interesting happens. They can speed up and sometimes they even have trouble stopping. Another key detail shows up when they try to turn. And instead of turning smoothly, they take multiple small steps just to complete a turn. These two findings, stooped posture and Parkinsonian gait, are extremely important to recognize. Now let's move to pathology. What's actually happening inside the neurons? In Parkinson's disease, affected neurons contain structures called Lewy bodies. Lewy bodies are intracellular eosinophilic inclusions composed mainly of alpha-synuclein. You can see that clearly in the image here. The Lewy body sits inside the neuron near the nucleus. These abnormal protein aggregates interfere with normal neuron function and eventually lead to neuronal death, which explains why Parkinson's disease is progressive. The main goal of treatment in Parkinson's disease is to increase dopamine levels in the brain. The most important medication is levodopa, which is usually given together with carbidopa. Levodopa is a dopamine precursor that can cross the blood-brain barrier. Once inside the brain, it's converted into dopamine. Carbidopa is added to prevent peripheral breakdown of levodopa, reduce side effects, and increase the amount of levodopa reaching the brain. Thanks for watching. If this video intrigued you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me next time as we uncover more mysteries of medicine.